Let's reimagine bare metal by thinking beyond provisioning and rebuilding an integrated infrastructure platform from the ground up. If you're self-managing infrastructure, you're already doing this work. But taking a systemic approach creates major opportunities for improvement and savings. Let's start with the platforms running your workloads, operating systems, servers, and networks. That's where your team focuses. To optimize, you will need to pull bare metal into the foreground. What's unique about our approach is that Digital Rebar handles the entire bare metal lifecycle. Every component, workflow, and operation needed to run your data center is captured in the platform. That's what makes Digital Rebar transformative. So let's break down the components that create a bare metal automation platform. The first one is provisioning. Some teams use Pixie or iPixie booting, while others prefer attaching out-of-band media. But regardless, the goal is the same: to boot a server and install your OS using automated processes. At the core of this process is DHCP, which provides external guidance to network provision and operating system on your server. To make this work reliably, we use two extra networks. The control and management network is critical if you want a network boot. It's typically isolated from your application and data networks. Many systems also have an additional network, the bare metal control network, for out-of-band control via BMC. That network needs IPs, DNS, and other basic services to support automation. Once the systems are booted, they need to be configured and controlled. That starts with out-of-band management protocols like IPMI or Redfish to control power, boot settings, and update firmware. We also need to finish configuring the operating system. This is often done with agents or SSH, also known as secure shell. To do that effectively, you need a platform to coordinate and sequence all of these processes. An operating system installed by itself is never enough. We need to provide the services required for booting immutable OSs, post-provisioning support like CloudInit, and enhanced enterprise security. Instead of jumping straight to OS install, it's best to first boot a discovery image. This lets you do a deep scan and check the system, set RAID and BIOS configuration using your vendor's OEM tools, and provides full visibility and checks before committing to installing your operating system. It's important to realize that to boot and manage a system involves multiple tools and often many reboots. That's why we combine discovery operating systems in band with out-of-band controls also. Using both is essential to making the pieces involved in provisioning and management work together. Digital Rebar does all of this through automated workflows, allowing you day one and day two control as you set up and reset your environments. The next layer in this environment is moving from managing individual machines to managing them as groups. Digital Rebar makes this possible with features like server pools, where groups of machines are automatically checked in, reserved, reset, and returned. This is a crucial part of our API that makes Digital Rebar act like a bare metal cloud. We also support clusters, which allow you to do workflow automation at a level above the individual machines. You can coordinate actions across groups, like setting up controllers, workers, replacing nodes, or orchestrating updates without tying workflows to specific machines. Clusters are machine independent. They can operate even with no machines in the cluster, which in cluster building is absolutely essential. The next layer is about interaction between users, systems, and the platform itself. APIs and single sign-on let both operators and external systems integrate with the bare metal control system. That could be external systems that need to request or control machines through APIs, or it could be operators who need to access machines for management or troubleshooting. But the goal here is to not have humans involved at all. Ideally, everything flows through automated control services. Pipelines are how we connect the moving parts together, turning complex operations into repeatable automated workflows. It is a connected workflow system that allows you to create an end-to-end automation for core bare metal components. For example, a pipeline might include hardware discovery, RAID and BIOS config, operating system install, and cluster join. That long sequence of multiple workflows connected together is a pipeline, and we deliver a huge number of pipelines out of the box with Digital Rebar. Finally, we take it one step further with Autonomics, the ability for the system to monitor itself, detect drift, and respond automatically. Digital Rebar can be set up to continuously audit infrastructure. If something drifts out of spec, it can reset, alert you, and then flag it automatically. Notifications can stay inside Digital Rebar or go to external tools like Grafana, where they're combined with a broader operational data. This level of integration means Digital Rebar doesn't just automate bare metal. It fits into your existing IT environment, regardless of vendor, operating system, or tooling. Taken all together, when you start using Digital Rebar, you don't need to reinvent how to install Linux, deploy Kubernetes, update VMware, or image Windows. Our automation covers your current infrastructure tasks, and it improves with every release. We know one size fits all doesn't work in real infrastructure. That's why Digital Rebar pipelines are customizable and upgrade safe. You can extend them for your specific needs, and those extensions stay intact across updates. This gives you the solid foundation your bare metal and infrastructure as a whole need to stay ahead of the curve. You have the ability to adapt as your infrastructure grows, your automation grows with it, without compromising reliability or control. The result is a complete, standardized, and multi-vendor automation layer for bare metal. It's robust, process-driven, and designed to fade into the background so you can focus on building great workloads.